What's going on, internet, YouTube? Big D here, and it's time to review the new Kinky movie that has been shaking the world, the worldwide phenomenon of the book bestseller 50 Shades of Grey, now made into a motion picture, major motion picture. This is a review. I'm not going to spoil nothing. I for one have not read the books. It's been in my house here for 4 months, and I'm going to wait to see all 3 movies. I have the audiobooks. I'm going to hear the audiobooks after I see the 3 movies within given time. But this is just, you know, my thoughts on it, whether you guys should see it, my pros, the cons, and my final score, and is it worth watching, is it not, who is it for, who is it not for. Let me talk about it without spoiling. I'm not going to spoil nothing. But real quick, the outline of the movie before I get into this, the basics of the movie real quick, is literature student, I always forget the name, Anastasia Steele's life changes forever when she meets handsome yet tormented billionaire Christian Grey. Now, real quick, the 2 main stars in this film is Dakota Johnson, which is, I believe, Don Johnson's daughter. Am I right? Don Johnson's daughter, Dakota Johnson, who plays Anastasia. And we have Jamie Dornan, who plays Christian Grey. So that's our 2 main cast, man, so let's get right to it. The movie itself, man, what did I think about this movie walking into it? When I walked into this movie, I was excited because this movie has been getting hate. Of course, because the bondage and the kink and the BDSM, the San Francisco community, and, you know, the way that, you know, we're into it, manking.com. Everyone is hating on that, man, and I, for one, am just a fan of it. I enjoy it, and I am a fan. As for haters, because people just don't know how to look at it a certain way. But for this movie itself, it's just the way Christian, he has a whole past, she has a whole past. It's all part of this bigger storyline within the next 2 movies. But my pros and cons, let me just get right to it. First off, I'll start with my pros, the characters. Now let me get to this, that the characters, not all characters have equal screen time. The main people we see is Christian and Anastasia. Those are the 2 people that we see mostly on screen. And Jamie and Dakota do a fantastic job together. The chemistry between these characters are by far really, it's believable. And at first, you know, I thought Christian was going to be annoying. Jamie Dornan was going to, like, really just not do good, and I was actually surprised on how well he acted, or playing a stone cold, yet, you know, you don't know how to read him. Is he a likable character? Should I be interested in him? Should I not be interested? Notice this is mostly for girls, but being in there and not reading the books, I'm kind of like, who is Christian Grey? Who is Anastasia? And I think, without reading the books, I could be totally wrong, but in my heart, I felt like the way their characters were portrayed, I think that it did justice to the book, because I feel this is the way they were actually in the book. They were portrayed in the book like that, portrayed on big screen, very well done. So kudos to that. This is an intense movie, as you could probably feel and see that. Also, the music in this movie is really great. We have Beyonce singing a couple numbers. There is just different music, and the music goes well with the scene, the beats. And overall, I really do enjoy that, because every beat in this movie did something with what was going to go on, and it really was interesting. Also, the chemistry, like I've said before, the camera angles, there's some beautiful shots actually. I'm not going to go into it, but there are some really great shots of in air. There's also shots of, like, kind of sideways in a way where they're, like, kind of leaning in. That was really well done and shot. Honestly, who directed this movie? I just gotta say, shout out to director Sam Taylor Johnson. By the way, Jamie Dornan at a moment kind of looked like Aaron Taylor Johnson, kick-ass. Just saying. But yeah, kudos to the director for doing the camera angles and such. The pacing of this movie was really, it wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed the pacing. There was only the one con that I have really is that the middles are just a little bit tad slow. Just a little tad. Nothing big, it's not going to ruin your movie experience or anything, but it was just a little bit like where Okay, just sit back moment right there. But other than that, the pacing's really good, and also it's funny. It brings comedic into it, it brings drama into it, brings a romance into it, and it brings really moments where you just don't know whether to go with it or you just go back to it. It really, a person who hasn't read the books walking out of this movie, you're waiting for the next, what's going to happen next. And that's what was interesting, because every scene is important. Every scene has something to do with the story, or has something to do with future installments. That's what's so great about this. And again, the cast, the supporting characters, Christian Grey's family, or Anastasia's family, or friends, all of them are great supporting cast members. And, well, there's two more things. If you walk away from this movie hating the ending, I don't know what is wrong, because this ending should make you be like, I can't wait for this, the next one, because it's one of those. There's 3 books, there's going to be 3 movies. I mean, it's one of those. So the ending is really, really by far the best ending for a movie of 2015. It's only been 2 months. There's going to be better ones, but for now, I really enjoyed the ending. And also the whole bondage and the scenes of sex and all that. That was well done. Besides from the 300 Rise of an Empire scene, where that was really hardcore back for last year's movies. But for this one, they showed a lot of nudity in this one, and I advise you to tread lightly taking someone younger to the theater watching this movie. But for your significant other, it's not really awkward. It's actually I'm surprised how great they did actually portraying themselves, and how it was when they filmed it, man. It is actually very interesting. So overall, at the end of the day, when I walked out, I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. I mean, we walk into turn off all beliefs, turn off everything, just watch the movie, your eyes get glued to it, you're into the characters, the charisma, and the way that they all portray themselves, and the way the story takes its toll. At the end of the day, you just walk out and you're like, maybe people should just go see it and see it for themselves. Don't hate until you see it. Wait till you see the movie, then hate. Or love. As for me, I enjoyed it. So, I thought it was going to be slow. Honestly, when I walked in, I was going to be like, it's going to be a slow movie. But I enjoyed a lot of scenes. Every scene really was interesting to me. And I, for one, am ready for the sequel, 50 Shades Darker. So, count me in, man. Throwing my money at the screen. I'm going to give 50 Shades of Grey a solid A, which is a 9.50 out of 10. This is the first movie I've seen in February. By far, it's the best movie of February. Next movie I should see is Kingsman: The Secret Service. You guys stay tuned for that one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my review here. Comment down below if you've seen the movie. If you're gonna, do not spoil it, but if you are going to spoil something from the books, make sure, or movie, put the spoiler tag on. And, yeah, comment down below. Let me know if you've seen the movie. What do you think, or if you're going to go take your secret or special bae to go see the movie? Yeah, have fun with that. Also, send some love from me. And, yeah, well, Remy LaCroix. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my 50 Shades of Grey review. And, see you for 50 Shades Darker whenever it gets released one day. Hopefully I'll be around by then. Anyway, thanks again. Hit that like button for if you enjoyed this review or if you enjoyed the movie. And share the vid. Let everyone know that Valentine's Day only comes once a year. Make it count. This Poppy with you. Always hope all of you enjoyed. See y'all for the next one.